Hello, welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So this week reading vlog was supposed to be some other books, and then of course midnight I got a notification. I woke up in the morning and I noticed that I got Ethics 5 on my Kindle. So immediately the other books I had planned went to the wayside because I have to get to Ethics 5. Now, I reviewed, not necessarily a long review that talked about the other books in previous reading vlog, which I will link in the description bar. But what I would say, if you haven't been on my channel before, it is an urban fiction, and it's a lot of twists and turn and family drama, and suburban and the street life kind of collide, and but the romance is so good. So I'm going to do the review of the entire series and how I felt about it at the end of this vlog, because that's the way I'm going to tie it up, where I can't really speak just about the fifth book, because if you never read the first book, it would be a giveaway in terms of that. So, and prior to that, I had picked up With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, I am about 130 something page in. This is fast paced YA, a young teenage mother, in high school, and also have this ambition of being a chef. And you just kind of learn her day-to-day life and how she's dealing with being a teenage mom. And it's interesting. I'm not really that blown away by it. I just think so far it's okay. But I'm definitely going to finish reading this as well, because it's fast-paced. It really is. And but ethic is, the first priority. So I will definitely talk both about these books at the end of the vlog. So this week is dessert situation. So over the weekend I went to this small town, and we walked around, me and Mel, and then we went to this really lovely restaurant. So I did a blog post, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I will link it in the description bar. Also, the day before, we went to another restaurant, and I noticed I was craving some dessert, but I couldn't eat anything on the menu because the dessert is either high in carbs or really high in sugar. So this week I decided that let me try keto dessert, and I went and got the recipe. We're going to see how it tastes. It's all that substitution that's going on. And yeah, we're gonna, do a little dessert keto week. So yeah, and then continue reading and give you an update on the books. So yeah, just keep watching, guys, keep watching. Yeah, my hands are hurting. So guys, for our dessert, we're gonna do some almond flour. We have 1 egg, cream cheese, these are stuff for the cups, vanilla extract, butter, lemon, and this is not the sweetener that originally was on there, but I couldn't find that one, so I ended up substituting for this one, which is also a natural one that you can use. That's keto approved. But if you have a natural store, go in there and get some other sugar option. Also for this is the strawberry jam. This one I wouldn't recommend either. I think you can get better ones at if you have like a Whole Foods, Trader Joe near you. Go there and get the other one. But this is what we're working with today. So guys, it is finished. So basically what I have to do right now is put it in the fridge and have it chill for a couple of hours. So most likely I won't do the taste test till tomorrow because it's kind of late. And we'll see how it tastes. Hey guys, it is freaking raining the last 2 days. I am so over the rain. It's gonna rain tomorrow too. Like, I need some good summer weather. It's just rain, 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 rain. So anyway, I am still reading ethics, and right now I'm wondering, like, how many dead bodies are we gonna have by the time this book is over, because it's there's some survival, love, passion, decision that's going on in this book. Also, yeah, I'm just kind of dealing with this weather. But yeah, pretty much that's what I'm doing today. Just more of ethics and yeah. So guys, we have a bit of a confession. So we're supposed to wait a couple of hours. It's a couple hours,
yeah,
after we're done to eat. And then yesterday we just decided to have one. So we already did the taste test, but we didn't do it on camera. And we already started biting one. So what I'm gonna tell you is it's definitely
good.
Good. Yes, the crust
Flaky.
and you made me a squash soup the other day, and
Squash soup, yeah.
And the just that plate, I'm gonna insert a picture, was about 15 grams of carb, which was high to me in one meal. And this has 7. So I am all for this. It tastes really good. It's of course sugar substitution is used.
Natural sugar substitution.
Yeah, and it tastes real good.
It doesn't taste like that.
It doesn't give you that weird aftertaste that you get sometimes from some of these stuff, but I don't know.
It's really, really good.
And what I like too, it's small, so you can control yourself, because it's just a treat, not necessarily
a meal.
Yeah.
Like what? I would use it as a meal. Just saying, it's a meal to me. Treat for you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Just get a thumbs up.
My favorite part is the crust. I'm not gonna lie. It's so nice.
The crust is good. It's made from almond flour. It's really good. Yeah. So hey guys, so today I actually did a blog post for Rebel by Beverly Jenkins. So it is up by the time this video is up. So check it out. It's a historic romance novel, and the Queen did her thing with this story, and it's set in New Orleans. So go check out my review. Also finished The Fire on High. I'm pretty sure I messed up the title, so I'll have to look on me. But anyway, I'm going to review that at the end. And today I'm hoping to finish Ethics. So I'm about to go to the cafe and chill and have some peppermint tea and read. So it's my day today.
The school was once a home for single mothers, but eventually the mothers moved on and only the children were left. The school is made up of 2 cheerless structures, one noticeably newer than the other, behind waist-high cinder block walls and giant fir trees. In the evenings, the children ran in the park, jumping on trampolines and kicking around balls, their voices cutting through the frigid air, clear as the bell ringing.
I know that you've called your arrival in England or in Europe as a soft landing, I think you said, which I think is a very beautiful term. But do you think that makes you more sensitive, having had that experience of feeling completely different and alienated in Norwich? I was just in Norwich a month and a half ago, and it's true that it seems like a different planet, right? Even from London, I couldn't place it on a map before I arrived there. And how does that make you more empathetic towards the migrant experience and the refugee experience?
I guess so. How I kind of encountered this story is when I moved to Berlin in 2013 for a fellowship. I was invited to a fellowship called the DAAD Fellowship, and I went there. And that year was the year that a boat sank in the Mediterranean just off the coast of Lampedusa. Over 300 migrants died in the boat, and I was invited by the magazine in Berlin to write an article about it. I had gone to Berlin to write a different book, but once I started, writing about this and talking to people, there's no pulling back. Once you see that kind of thing, you can't see it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like you mentioned, what was the empathetic thing about it? Well, most of them, they look like me. And most of them came from my country, You know,
Really?
yeah, lots of Nigerians.
Really?
Yeah. So these are people that I can identify with. I've seen people like them. I've seen them on the streets of Nigeria and understand why they might, want to flee either some war or lack of opportunities and try to seek a better life for themselves and for their children. So for me, they are not just statistics; they are human beings, and I can understand them. I can see behind the headlines, and see the humanity, and kind of understand them. So I started interviewing them, and this is what formed the basis of the book.
How did you?
Thank you very
Can
much.
you hold your book up and I take a picture of it?
Of course.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you want a picture with me?
Yes, that would be even nice.
It makes more sense.
So guys, I just finally went to a book signing during the week. I haven't done one of those in a while, but so I did get the book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. And what I love is that he took stories from actual real refugees and create a fiction, but the stories are very much real. So I'm definitely going to read this soon and review it. So yeah, that's my day, guys. Hello. So I'm going to be doing my wrap up. So guys, I am so exhausted. I had to change in my schedule, which kind of helped me to go to the book event yesterday, but it also kind of had me adjust in my sleep. So I am a little out of it. But I did manage to finish the books that I wanted to read this week. So I'm going to first talk about a book that I did a review on my blog, which is Rebel by Beverly Jenkins. And so if you haven't checked out the blog, go check out my review of this. Beverly Jenkins, she's really good at historic romance, and she did a really good job on this. But if you want to know more about the story, I'll leave the link to my blog post and you can go check it out. So the first book I finished was The Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. And I am surprised that, as I got more and more into the story, I started really enjoying it. At first it just felt like just a typical YA. I didn't really find it that engaging at first, but as I read it, I realized why. This is that kind of story that you will appreciate, because it wasn't this sad, story, because it could be, because she is, a teenager that got pregnant at 14, and, is a mother, and there were a few tragic things that happened to her as far as her mother and her father's coping with that situation. So she's raised by her grandmother, so now her grandmother has her and the baby. So there's moments where it could have been sad. I think that's probably what I was thinking that was going to happen, but it turned out to be beautiful because it didn't focus so much on that tragedy, more of her just being a teenager, trying to figure out everything that she needs to do as far as being a mother, still balancing being a teenager, and wanting a career goal, which is she wants to be a chef. She has this natural talent of coming up with dishes and have a good taste buds where she can, identify spices. And people notice that of her, and she is fortunate in terms of she's been in a position where she was able to pursue it more in a class, and a treat that came with it that is an interesting part in the story that I felt like that was a great opportunity for her. So this is not your typical depressing kind of story. That this is, to me, was a nice, sweet story of that's intended to inspire someone who's in that situation where you made a bad decision and become a teen mom, and still can, with the help of positive people around you, follow your dreams, still can complete your education and pursue higher things that you want, and with the help of people, positive people in your environment. So I think she did a good job. It is I read earlier this year, The Poet X, and I really enjoyed it. And this wasn't, I didn't give it a 5-star. It was like a 4-star for me. But I do think that I really want more teens to read this. I do like the message, and I think it's really good that she did a story like this that wasn't so heavily impact on tragedy and sadness and all these horrible stuff that sometimes authors do in books, just to get people's attention. This was not that kind of story. So it's a good read. It's a good read. So then I got excited, as you can tell from earlier, that Ethics 5 came out. Now when Ethics 5, when I read Ethics 4, it was, okay, the 5th book, the final book. And how Ethics 4 ended, I was expecting, that 5 was going to be mind-blowing. It was going to, like, just be amazing. And it turned out to be so family focused, so not like the other ones where there were other side things going on that was complicating the family dynamic. In this one, it is such emotional. There was a lot of things that was put in that I didn't expect, and I find that I started to not like a certain character who was going through growth, going through really bad decisions that she was making. And I find that I was annoyed with her so much in this story. Although I wanted to understand her in terms of, she doesn't know who she really is, and she's trying to find out, but she's also in a situation where she doesn't have time to try and find out. She needs to find out right away because things are happening to her. But I got to the end of the book. Child. The author done messed with my emotion. It ain't the end. So, to be continued. That's how the damn book ended. So, apparently she wants us to keep getting hooked to ethics, because I really thought this was going to be the end. And she actually apologized at the end because she knows she pissed us off as readers, because this is not how we wanted to end. And this is not what we expected. I thought this was the end because it said so before. And now it turns out, nope, there's going to be a book 6. And of course, me, hooked to the series, will read book 6. So I hate when authors do that. It's just, why? I would have rather it just be a spin-off. Like, end the series and maybe do a spin-off with one of the characters, especially the little girl in the book, because she's like going down a path where I don't know, it just don't look like she's gonna be setting herself up for trouble. But nope, she decided, no, I'm not giving you guys an ending. I'm gonna leave you guys hanging for their life. And because I know you guys gonna read book 6, because I'm that kind of person that's gonna read book 6 anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and yes, I'm tired. But thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Bye.